I'm Chantel. Welcome to Love and Life's Journey. If you're new to my channel, thanks so much for stopping by. I'd love to have you stick around by hitting that subscribe button and also the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos to YouTube. So this last weekend I was in a furniture store. We were just browsing around and I saw these Mercury glass finials. I've been wanting for a while now to try the DIY Mercury glass, and so I thought this is a perfect opportunity. I'm going to try and make these myself, and I just thought they were just really classy looking and really beautiful, but they were also very expensive. So I thought I think I can get pretty much most of the pieces at the Dollar Tree and pick up some of the craft items at a Hobby Lobby or Michael's or even Walmart, and so that's what I did. So I have made my own and I can't wait to show you how they turned out.
For this project I used various glass pieces and some plastic ornaments from the Dollar Tree, and when selecting these you just want to make sure that they fit together nicely, that they will stack and have enough surface space to glue together. You'll also need some strong glue. I would recommend using something like JB Weld or E6000. I'm also using these 2 wood finials for the top pieces. I got some extra fine glitter from Hobby Lobby. This is a combination of gold and silver. It was a little bit challenging finding the pieces that I wanted to use for this. Just because I wanted to make sure that they would fit together well and look nice and also be able to glue them together. So I did actually set the pieces around at the store and on the floor and kind of try and stack them together to make sure they were going to work. I selected some round pieces for the Mercury glass parts and then some varying candlesticks and different pieces to go in between that I'll do the glitter effect on. So here I have divided out the pieces that I'm going to do the Mercury glass effect on and those that I'm going to do the glitter effect on. And so I'm ready to get started doing my Mercury glass. So I've covered my work surface and I'm going to use this Krylon looking glass paint that I got at Walmart for about $8 and just spray a light coat onto the glass, and then immediately I'm going to spritz it with a water bottle that is half water, half vinegar mixture in it. That's going to make the paint run and have spots in it, and that's what gives it that Mercury glass look. Now you want to be sure and spray right away because the paint will dry really quickly. And so I ended up doing it in sections. And it's okay if it's uneven. You really kind of want it to be that way because that adds to the effect. You just want to make sure that you're doing really light coats of paint and then do it a couple of times is what I found worked best. After I sprayed it with the paint and then the vinegar and water solution and it had a little bit of time to sit, I took a paper towel and just dabbed lightly around it to take off the extra moisture from the water and vinegar, and then I just let it dry completely. And then if it needed a second coat, I went ahead and did a second coat, which I found it pretty much did need 2 coats on there. Because as you can see through the glass quite a bit after the first coat. Let me just say though that you don't want to completely cover the glass. You do want to have some transparent parts and be able to see through the glass because that's kind of characteristic of Mercury glass. After spraying it with the 2 coats of the silver looking glass paint, I decided to add a little bit of this gold metallic paint just because I didn't want it to be purely silver. I wanted to give it a little bit more of a patinaed look, and so I just really lightly sprayed the gold paint on in places, and then also sprayed it with the vinegar and water solution to give it that mercury glass look. So on one of the ornaments that I was using, the top of the ornament wouldn't fit down inside the candlestick, so I needed to cut it off. And at first I tried to use a razor knife, but that didn't work very well. So I decided to just get a hacksaw and use that, and that worked a lot better. But because this ornament was plastic, I was able to do that. If it had been glass, I would not have been able to do that. And as you can see, now the ornament will fit right on the top of that candlestick. While my mercury glass pieces are drying, I'm just putting glue on the pieces that go in between. Actually, I'm using Mod Podge here, but you could use tacky glue or any type of glue to put the glitter on. Then I'm just repeating this process of the glue and glitter on all of the pieces that go in between the mercury glass pieces, and then I'm just going to set them aside and let them dry thoroughly. At first I wasn't sure what I was going to use for the base, but then I found this container at Dollar Tree that the lid fit perfectly inside the bottom of my largest ball. So I decided to use that, and then also get a larger container lid and put that underneath. So I'm going to use my E6000 glue and glue those two together to make the base of my finial. So I'm using the Fix-All glue that you can get at Dollar Tree. It's basically like E6000. I'm putting it on the smaller lid, and then I'm going to press it onto the larger lid just to get an idea of where the glue needs to go on the larger lid. Because this Fix-All glue is you're supposed to put it on both pieces, let it dry for about 10 minutes, and then press them together. Once the base is dry, then I'm just going to add the glue and the glitter to it. And I did put 2 coats of glue and glitter on the blue lid just because I didn't want any blue showing through, but it covered really well. And I put glitter all over this piece just because I didn't want the white on the top of the lid to show through the glass. But I did decide to take a Q-tip and just kind of clean the lip where the glass would be gluing to, because I wanted to make sure that that had a really strong bond and wouldn't come apart. Next, I just took some clear sealant and sprayed it on all of the glitter pieces just to help the glitter stay on the pieces and not falling off everywhere. So now that I have all of my pieces prepared, the mercury glass is done and the glitter pieces are done, then I'm just going to start gluing pieces together in sections so that I can assemble my finials. While I was assembling this, I did use my hot glue gun in a couple of places to help secure some of the pieces as well as the fix-all glue, just because I wanted it to be secure and stay in place while the fix-all glue was drying, and the hot glue helped achieve this. Once the glue on my two sections was dry, then I just glued those two sections together, and I did use the hot glue gun again to help secure it in place while the E6000 glue was drying. So here are my finished finials, and they are so versatile. I love how they look with my fall decor, but they also look great with Christmas decor as well. So they'll be something I can use all year long just by changing the pieces that I pair them with.
So there you have it, my version of these Mercury glass finials, and I really like the way they turned out, and I spent way less than what they cost in the store. To make the two that I made, I spent about $16 to $17, somewhere in there, for the pieces to put them together, and then the glitter was just a couple of dollars, and then the mirror spray paint, I did get that at Walmart for I think it was $8.99, but there's still a ton of that left that I can do many more projects with, and so you know, probably for less than the cost of the cheaper one of the ones that I saw in the store, I was able to make two, and so it was definitely well worth the time and effort doing it, and I really like the way they came out. So I hope you liked this video and this project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on social media, and I will put the links to those in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. So thanks again for watching, and God bless.